Well, hey, Mucky Duck. What a neat deal. Thank y'all for coming out. I, uh, I love doing these solo acoustic shows and showcase the songs I've been blessed to write. They're one of my favorite things to do. I don't get to do a whole lot of them. The only downside is like if I make a mistake, I can't look over and pretend it was the bass player, but I might look over there anyway with a crappy look. But I'm going to do a song. The first thing I'll do for y'all this evening is this song was the very first song I ever had on the Billboard charts. This was the first time I ever knew that I'd written songs good enough to do this. So this was the first single that the Wagoneers ever had. And it's off our first album. Oh, look. Thanks, Mom. One called I Want to Know Her Again. She's the best thing that ever happened to me. But lately she wouldn't know it, 'cause I haven't seen her, and I haven't told her, and I haven't been there to show it. I wanna know her again, I wanna feel she's my own. I can't remember when we spent time alone. I wanna know her again, I wanna treat her right, find out how she's been, then hold her tight. I've been doing well here at my job, and I've heard there are big plans for me. But what do they matter if I'm too busy to see her? 'Cause without her, where would I be? I wanna know her again, I wanna feel she's my own. I can't remember when we spent time alone. I wanna know her again, I wanna treat her right, find out how she's been, then hold her tight, find out how she's been, and then hold her tight. Thank you. Thank y'all very much. And once again, welcome to the Mucky Duck, one of the premier songwriter rooms, listening rooms anywhere in the world, really. Bunch of songs I'll be doing for y'all this evening. I'll be doing Wagoneer stuff, some solo stuff, some hits that I've been blessed to write for other artists, and a whole bunch of stuff from my project, The Dangerous Few. Song I'm fixing to do for y'all is off of the Dangerous Few's debut album, which we will have those for sale on vinyl and CD. We also have T-shirts for sale after the show, and a Wagoneers compilation after the show. Looking over there, that's where we're going to be selling it. Our son Brooks will be your merchandise sommelier, and we'll put you in the Monte Warden swag that's just right for you. Anyway, he'll be over there after the show. But this song is off of the Dangerous Few record, and just about everything off this record I wrote with my wife Brandy. And where are you, darling? Where are you, baby? Somewhere? There she is. Okay, there she is. Anyway, and this is kind of a jazz project. It's a bit of a big departure, but we put the record out a couple years ago, and it just got these phenomenal reviews. It like the best reviews of my whole career, and it would be, I'm not going to be so gauchish to sit here and quote some of those reviews, but if I were, Washington Post said Warden has created a sound that never before existed, and NPR said, imagine Gene Vincent singing Cole Porter, but I would never put y'all through something like that, having to hear me talk about these reviews. But anyway, here's a song that's off that record. You can tell I wrote it with Brandy because it's a filthy song. It's called Here Kitty Kitty. Here, kitty, kitty, come see what's new. Oh, you know the curiosity's killing you. Here, kitty, kitty, swish that tail. Oh, what a pretty little feline Jezebel. Be my smitten kitten, perfume vixen. You're the very definition what a tomcat wants. Here, kitty, kitty, I'll come out and play. Oh, you know it's in your nature to misbehave. Here, kitty, kitty, oh, meeting me halfway. It shall be a pity if you went astray. Be my smitten kitten, perfume vixen. You're the very definition what a tomcat wants. Be my smitten kitten, perfume vixen. You're the very definition what a tomcat wants. Be my smitten kitten, perfume vixen. You're the very definition what a tomcat wants. The very definition what a tomcat wants. Here, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty. Thank you. We wrote that song a few years ago, really like before we had the Dangerous Few project really up and going. And our son Brooks, who's 19 now, he was much, much younger. And we played him that song when he got home from school. And bless his heart, he goes, gee, Daddy, you don't even like cats. Bless his heart, I know. How about this? I know, right? Next song I'm going to do, I'll do this song. It's my show. I can do whatever the hell I want. I'm gonna do this song. This is the title track to the Wagoneers' very first album. And this song got, I owe everything directly or indirectly to this song. This song got me my first publishing deal, and it got me my first record deal, and it really opened up any doors for me. It's a song I wrote about the Battle of the Alamo called Stout and High. And, but I was thinking about just a few minutes before I came on. I sang this song like right after I wrote it, like just weeks after I wrote it. All of a sudden, I was at the Alamo singing it for Vice President Bush, and then on San Jacinto Day, April 21st, 1986, sesquicentennial that, I was singing it at the Battleship Texas with my friend Alice Berry. Alice, you're here. Where are you? Somewhere? Fabulous Alice Berry. Fantastic. But we were just fixing to sing this song, and I was going to do it later in the show, but I was just thinking about this. I was sitting around. I was 18 years old, and I couldn't believe all this stuff was just fixing to start happening for me a little bit as a songwriter. And there was all these dignitaries and elected officials, and there's a Speaker of the House, and all these people at the Battleship Texas for these festivities. And it was the first time in my life I'd ever been around like a whole bunch of politicians, and I realized, not trying to be funny, but I realized, oh my gosh, some of these people are stupid. And no, it scared the hell out of me. Oh my gosh, and they're in charge of stuff, you know. And but one of the people that wasn't stupid, it was fantastic. Charlie Wilson was there, the old congressman, you know. And he was standing around, and I didn't know who he was, but everybody was being so deferential to him. And there was this young congressional aide who was trying to work it into the conversation every 2 seconds that he had just graduated Harvard Law School. And whatever it was like, well, at Harvard. And there I was. I mean, I'd never finished the 9th grade. I have an 8th grade education. I certainly didn't want to go toe-to-toe with this guy because apparently he went to Harvard. And Congressman Wilson, I was just holding my guitar, this very guitar, as a matter of fact, and he elbowed me real hard, and he said, son, that boy says Harvard like it's a good thing. For the first time in my life, I went, oh, yeah, that's right. Anyway, so I was thinking about that day and with Alice, so I'm going to do Stout and High for y'all now. They gave us all this land and promised a new start. For we who tried and lost, now they say they want it back, and take it back they will. They say at any cost. Come on, Santa, give us your best try. Come on, Santa, these walls are stout and high. One by one, day by day, the enemy floods the plains. There must be thousands out there. Colonel Travis talks of help. I hope it's coming soon. Help is our only prayer. Come on, Santa, give us your best try. Come on, Santa, these walls are stout and high. The sun don't burn fiery red, Jiguio cut the air. Look out, boys, here they come. The more we kill, the more there are, the closer that they get. The louder beats the drum. Come on, Santa, give us your best try. Come on, Santa, these walls are stout and high. The fighting at the northern wall seems to have stopped. Did you see Travis fall? God save Texas and my kids, have mercy on my soul. Great God there in the wild, come on, Santa, give us your best try. Come on, Santa. These walls are stout and high. These walls are stout and high. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. And that is for sale on the Wagoneers compilation CD. We will... I'd hate for y'all to go home and go, gee, I wonder if they had anything for sale. The guy didn't mention it once. So, but I'm going to do another song that's off the Dangerous Few album. It's another one that Brandy and I wrote. It might be my favorite song on the record, but it's a real pretty number. And I say with Brandy's third generation hit songwriter. Her grandparents wrote hits. They had stuff on Sun Records and cut stuff with Elvis's band, and they wrote a big old hit for Frankie Lane in 1959 called Call of the Wild. And her daddy's a hit songwriter, her uncles, great uncles, cousins, and now Brandy's having hits too. As a matter of fact, and it's not something I recorded, but when Asleep at the Wheel put out their 50th anniversary album that went top 10, is a big old deal, Brandy had a cut on that top 10 record. By God, right there. I know it. So here's something off the record, one called, that Brandy and I wrote, one called Anything But Love. My heart tried its very best to capture love, never guessed the closest it would ever get was not at all. So I crossed love off my list, eager to explore what else there is, and bravely tossed my cap over the wall. I'll take Sherman in Atlanta, Christmas without Santa, or any portion of despair there. Conversely, give me dreams and riches, a fountain full of wishes. I'll take anything but love. Some prefer the carousel, spinning round, standing still, all the while never gaining any ground. For others it's the moving train, enchanted by new terrain. Either way it's all the same, for I have found I'll take Sherman in Atlanta, Christmas without Santa, or any portion of despair there. Conversely, give me dreams and riches, a fountain full of wishes. I'll take anything but love. Give me Sherman in Atlanta, Christmas without Santa, or any portion of despair there. Give me all the dreams and riches, a fountain full of wishes. I'll take anything but. Thank you. Thank y'all very much. And that's also on the Dangerous Sea record. Right now I'm going to do a song that I've yet to have the privilege or the opportunity to record this song. I hope I get to record this song. The Dangerous Few do a real good version of it. But George Strait did record this song. And, well, don't sound so surprised. We're still surprised at it, too. But anyway, George recorded this tune that I co-wrote with our pal Bruce Robinson, and George took it to the top of the charts and been on 4 different George Strait million-selling records. But how the song got to George, Brandy, on top of being a hit songwriter and record producer, she has a music publishing company, and she publishes my songs. And now I have been blessed to write for the biggest publishing companies in the world, Universal and Sony and BMG, all these big companies. But I never had any success. I was just, I was what they call a write-off, So, and then I started writing for Brandy's company, and for the first time, I started selling millions of records, And so she's so talented at what she does, and I just always want to tell young people, if they're trying to get in the music business, to start sleeping with your publisher. Because that was the key for me, anyway. So, a story as old as show business itself. Anyway, but hey, you do the math. No success, bunch of potential. She starts a publishing company, and I'm putting gold records on the wall. So, no, it's true, But she actually, as a great music publisher, she heard this song for George, and like Bruce and I wrote it, and we thought George Strait recorded other people's songs, not ours. And sure enough, he cut it. He did a great version of it. So it is a privilege to say this every time I get to introduce this song this way. Here is a song of mine that George Strait made famous, one called "Desperately." Every night it's the same. I hear you calling my name. You're lying next to me. I give in to your charms. You disappear in my arms. I realize it's just a dream, but desperately I long to feel your touch. You left me all alone in love. I shake the sleep from my head, try to crawl out of bed. Today is just another day. I make the coffee for one, I turn the radio on, pretend that everything's okay. But desperately I long to feel your touch. You left me all alone in love. I got no reason to smile, it's gonna take me a while. I still love you desperately. I watch the sun going down, there ain't nobody around. I feel a night in the breeze. I keep on telling myself I don't need nobody else, and I can do as I please. But desperately I long to feel your touch. You left me all alone in love, and I desperately I long to feel your touch. You left me all alone in love. Every night hear you calling my name, I still love you desperately. I still love you, I still want you, I still love you desperately. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you all. I've been doing this since I was 14, and I still step on the applause. But I just figured out today, last night we lost the great Jimmy Buffett, and I don't do any Jimmy Buffett songs. I'm a songwriter too, but I got to know him a little bit. I got to pick on a few dates with him, and he was always very encouraging. But I realized today after soundcheck, I was talking to Rusty and Teresa, who own this incredible place, and we owe them a debt of gratitude for keeping this place going, and it's just an incredible home for songwriters. But George Strait and Jimmy Buffett and Alan Jackson did a live album, live from Texas Stadium, 15 years or so, and they did duets. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, actually not a duet, a trio. It was the three of them, and they did Hank Williams' "Hey Good Looking," and this was George's hit at the time, so they did desperately on that show. So Jimmy Buffett, actually, if you ever go get that record, which we don't have them for sale tonight, so I'd at least wait a day before you do that. But Jimmy's singing on that, and I went, "Wow, my gosh! I never realized I had Jimmy Buffett singing on a song of mine." So that's a cool deal. But boy, what an amazing career that cat had, man! Just he knew exactly what his audience wanted and needed, and gave it to them. And really, really cool. I'm gonna do a brand new song for y'all. I mean, we carved on a little bit, and then we kept carving on it, and I think we got it. Real good. Hadn't had a chance to record it yet. The Dangerous Few do this song, and the Wagoneers do this song. It's one of the few songs that's got the cross-pollination there. But we were driving to a gig in Dallas. I like this story. And Brooksy Boy was in the back seat because he was, going to sell swag for us at the date, And we were just north of Waco coming up, and we were driving through Waxahachie, and Brandy goes, "Waxahachie, Waxahachie," and she ain't from here. She's from Tennessee. She said, "Waxahachie hoochie coo." I know. She said, "That makes me want to do the Waxahachie hoochie coo." But as I said, we had Brooks in the back seat. We couldn't stop and do the Waxahachie hoochie coo. We had to go pick the date up in Dallas. But we did write this song about it. And I hope the Lord sees fit to let the Dangerous Few do another record, because we really do this one up brown. So it's a newer number, one called the Waxahachie Hoochie Coo. There's a chick down south of Dallas. She go by Waxahachie Alice. Put all the other birds to shame. Make you forget your baby's name. Ain't like nothing ever seen. Make a dead man dream. She do the Waxahachie hoochie coo. The Waxahachie hoochie coo. Slip and slide into the groove. Feel your body start to move. Lordy, Lordy, look at you. Do the Waxahachie hoochie coo. Don't worry if you start to sweat. It's better when it's dripping wet. Get it on and get it done. Who knew working hard could be so fun? Sweet like cherry pie, hot as Texas asphalt in July. Do the Waxahachie hoochie coo. The Waxahachie hoochie coo. Slip and slide into the groove. Feel your body start to move. The hoochie mamas love it too. Watch them do the Waxahachie hoochie coo. Waxahachie. Waxahachie hoochie coo. Waxahachie hoochie coo. Slip and slide into the groove. Feel your body start to move. You know your granny did it too. The Waxahachie hoochie coo. Do the Waxahachie hoochie coo. Waxahachie hoochie coo. Lordy, Lordy, look at you. Ronnie Dawson did it too. Do the Waxahachie hoochie coo. Thank you. Yet another filthy song from the pen of Brandy Warden. I want to do another. So this song, Brandy and I wrote. It's another one off the Dangerous Few record, and which I don't know if I've mentioned, but we're going to have those for sale on vinyl and CD. You know, speaking of the vinyl, before I pick this song, tomorrow, now, on my mother's side of the family, we were Jewish, and on my dad's side of the family, we were Catholic, and that's how I wound up a Baptist. That's the God's honest truth. But my dad's family's been in Texas a long time, and I know we have cousins here. I'm a 7th-generation Texan. Brooks is an 8th-generation Texan. We're our Burdick cousins, right there. Right there's, by God, 7 of us were at the Battle of San Jacinto right there. And speaking of the Battle of San Jacinto, I'm so glad I brought that up. Brooks and I are going to, we're going to go to see the Battleship Texas in Galveston tomorrow. It's in dry dock. And then he and I would like to go to the San Jacinto Battlegrounds. But we have this vinyl with us, these vinyl albums, and we can't leave them in the car. So it's incumbent upon y'all for us to be able to have this father-son moment tomorrow, a 7th and an 8th generation Texan, to buy all the vinyl so we can do that. So I'm not saying it, you know, that you have to, but if you don't, you've robbed us of this wonderful opportunity to bond. But here's a song off that record. When everything went nuts and everything blew up and all the shows went away, except for here at the Mucky Duck, they kept live music going. We started doing a live stream every Friday at 7 o'clock, and we called it the Monte Warden Feel Good Hour. And that's the only thing that kept our family afloat was y'all's wonderful patronage during that 3 years straight. We did exactly for 3 years. 3 years without missing a single Friday night, 7 o'clock, 156 straight Fridays. And the first season, the first 52 episodes, we closed with this song here. So I know there's several, we called them feel-gooders. Feel-gooders here this evening right there. There's some right there. We're going to dedicate this to y'all. This one is called Joy. You gotta find the joy in everything you do. Try to avoid the darker avenues you must employ. The light inside of you, oh, you gotta find the joy. I don't mean to imply that this is easy. I recognize the heavy task at hand. That's it, don't make it harder than it need be. There's just one simple thing to understand. You gotta find the joy in everything you do. Try to avoid the darker avenues you must employ. The light inside of you, oh, you gotta find the joy. When you find life is suddenly uncertain, and you're too afraid to take another step, down a huddle up inside and draw the curtains. Let go of no and just embrace the yes. You gotta find the joy in everything you do. Try to avoid The darker avenues you must employ, the light inside of you, oh, you gotta find the joy. In everything you do, try to avoid the darker avenues you must employ, the light inside of you, oh, you gotta find the joy. Oh, you gotta find the joy. Oh, you gotta find the joy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Right now I'm going to do something that I think would be pretty cool. I reckon y'all will too. When I first started picking and having these dreams of being a songwriter, and I got the nerve up to tell my folks, and they were always real supportive of a lot of things, but that scared the hell out of them, and they thought I was ruining my life, But I'd had a cousin who'd been in the tip of the spear, the vanguard of that, and he'd already been in bands and loved doing it, and he was great at it. And his grandma was my grandma's sister, so that my great aunt was his grandma, and my cousin Randy kind of paved the road for me that had been like a dirt trail, when he got on it. And it was really cool because then when I was wanting to pick and sing, it wasn't all that different for that side of the family. And they said, well, Randy's doing it, and he's doing it, really well. So he's a great songwriter, and I've asked him to come up tonight and do a song that he's written. I'm going to back him up and sing. So, Randy, come on. Randy so far, everybody. Come on up here. Very cool. What a neat deal. How about that? That's pretty great. That's awesome. I appreciate you dressing up for the gig. You get on this side. This will be great. Tell them what the song is and that it's for sale.
Wow, what an honor, Monte. Thank you, bro.
I love you.
Yeah, I was blown away when Monte called me up and asked me to come do this, and it's, man,
so cool.
What pleasure. Anyway, this is a song I wrote. It's coming out. Actually, it's out right now, and it's called Blue Skies and Blue Bonnets.
It's available wherever fine digital music is sold.
That's right. That's right. And if you guys want, y'all can sing along. All you got to do is sing Blue Skies and Blue Bonnets. I wrote this song when I was living out in California and missing Texas. And when I came back from Texas, Monte was a big star. I mean, to Texas, Monte was a big star. You ready?
Yeah, baby.
Here we go. Blue skies and blue bonnets. That's all you guys need to know. Here we go. A million miles away, close to nowhere, I'm thinking and drinking alone. Well, I've been away so long I can't remember this song, and I'm wondering if I'll ever get back home. Blue skies and blue bonnets stretch as far as you can see, and you won't hear a sound when the sun goes down and the stars shine over Abilene. Well, the Rocky Mountains, they are so majestic, and the Eiffel Tower is quite a sight to see. Well, oh, Michelangelo, Leonardo, Da Vinci, oh, should see the pictures that I brought home with me. Skies and blue bonnets stretch as far as you can see, and you won't hear a sound when the sun goes down and the stars shine over Abilene. 'Cause if you've ever been in Texas, just might know what I mean. They got them good old rodeos, romantic driving picture shows, and the armadillos are running across the road. Here we go. Blue skies and blue bonnets stretch as far as you can see, and you won't hear a sound when the sun goes down and the stars shine over Abilene. Well, I've seen all the cities and the faces. Now, if I had $1 for each one, then I would be a millionaire. But even then, I wouldn't care. Take the city, take the money, take me home. Blue skies and blue bonnets stretch as far as you can see, and you won't hear a sound when the sun goes down and the stars shine over Abilene. Blue skies and blue bonnets stretch as far as you can see, and you won't hear a sound when the sun goes down and the stars shine over Abilene. And the stars shine over Abilene. And the stars shine over Abilene. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Blue skies and blue bonnets.
My cousin Randy so much.
That's great.
Thank you, Monte.
So cool. Man.
Y'all weren't expecting that. Well, Randy, that was fantastic, man. Blue Skies and Blue Bonnets. Available on iTunes, Apple, not the record store. That's where it's available. Right now, I'm going to have another special guest come up because that went so great. This is a really, really neat deal, too. As I said, Brandy's family, she's third-generation songwriter. Her daddy wrote a bunch of hits. He wrote stuff for George Strait and Randy Travis in Alabama. But his biggest records, he wrote 3 different hits for Johnny Paycheck. And I know. And this song that he wrote for Johnny Paycheck, this sold 6 million records in 1978. And it was the flip side to Take This Job and Shove It. And it just, if you were anywhere near Texas in the 70s, or if you had access to anywhere Kick Radio's signal was, you heard this song incessantly. And Phil's gone, her daddy's gone, but this is our son Brooks, 8th generation Texan right here. He's so good looking, I know. But he's going to do this song that his grandpa wrote that was a huge hit for Johnny Paycheck and just keep the family tradition going. And so please welcome our son, Brooksy boy, Philip Brooks Warden, your merchandise sommelier, doing his grandpa's big hit, Colorado Kool-Aid.
Ready, boy?
Ready. All right. Well, I was sitting in this beer joint down in Houston, Texas. We was drinking Colorado Kool-Aid and talking to some Mexicans. And we was, what's that you say? What's Colorado Kool-Aid? Well, it's a can of Coors brewed from a mountain stream. It sets your head on fire, make your kidneys scream. Oh, it sure is fine. Yeah, we had ourselves one of them real good times. But you know, every beer joint you ever been in, some big mean drunk who just ain't got no friend. Sure enough, he wants to fight. Yeah, he thinks he's gonna whoop everything in sight. Well, he took him a big cold swallow of beer, walked over and he spit in my Mexican friend's ear. Sure enough, that made my buddy real mad. Something like he ain't never had. Well, sir, he pulled out a big long switchblade knife and quick as a whistle began to slice. That big mean drunk stood back, his face full of tears, looking down at the floor at one of his ears. He cut that thing off even with a sideburn. You might say my little Mexican friend just didn't give a darn. But he's a gentleman about it. He bent over with a kind of halfway grin, picked it up, and handed it back to him. He said, "Now, big man, you get there and spit a little beer, open up your hand there and spit it in your own ear. Won't be no trouble that way." That's what I heard him say. I said, "Barmaid, bring us another round of that Colorado Kool-Aid. Oh, and while you're up, bring this big fella here a box of Band-Aids." Now let me tell you, if you're ever riding down in South Texas, you decide to stop and drink some Colorado Kool-Aid and maybe talk to some Mexicans, and you get the urge to get a little tough, boy, you better make damn sure you got on your knife-proof earmuff. Ain't that right, big man? I said, ain't that right, big man? Oh, hell, he came here. Not on this side anyway, he ain't got no ear. Hey, barmaid, bring us another tall glass of that Colorado Kool-Aid. How you doing there, big man? Still got your ear there in your hand? Well, all right. Thank y'all. God bless you.
Man, that's so great. You know, and I was thinking about having Randy and Brooks up. I did not anticipate how the hell I was going to follow that. So, good night, everybody. Brooksy, boy, that was fantastic, boy. That was great. Oh, I know it. Well, I could do a hit. No, it wouldn't. I'm going to do a real sad song. That'll just get y'all off in another way. I wrote this song a long time ago, and this has not yet been a hit, but this song has been cut, meaning other people have recorded it, over 30 times. So, I know, but it hadn't yet been a hit. My favorite version of it, this chick in Austin named Tony Price recorded this song. And, oh yeah, me too. And she did the best version I've heard of this song. And her version was featured very, very prominently in a Kevin Spacey movie. Everybody got weird. I know. Everybody's ass drew up just because I said that. He didn't put it in one of his home movies. He put it in one of his theater movies, you know. But it's funny. I'll tell a story. It's one of my favorite stories just about songwriting royalties is for years and years. The name of the movie it was in is in like 3 times in the movie. It's called The Life of David Gale. And Cinemax would show this movie between 2 in the morning and 6 in the morning for years. That was just how they filled that space and figured the insomniacs would watch it or whatever. And so, like for 10 or 15 years, that song earned just from that little Cinemax slot like $2,500. And it, it's not a ton of money, but a couple house payments, and you just get used to it, and you just know that it's coming. Well, when he started in on his shenanigans, Cinemax pulled that song, that movie. I know, I'm not saying I'm one of his victims, but it didn't help, So here's this sad song. I call you on the phone every night about this time. I've been feeling so alone. I hope that you don't mind. Don't you know your leaving has left me with no choice but to call you on the phone just to hear your voice. I don't see how you could know the way I'm missing you. I'm not sure I can let go, but believe me, I'm trying to. I call you on the phone every night about this time. I've been feeling so alone. I hope that you don't mind. Don't you know your leaving has left me with no choice but to call you on the phone just to hear your voice. I'm not over you enough to throw my dreams away. The problem is I love you a little more each day. I call you on the phone every night about this time. I've been feeling so alone. I hope that you don't mind. Don't you know your leaving has left me with no choice but to call you on the phone just to hear your voice. I call you on the phone just to hear your voice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank y'all very much. Thank y'all. Wow. Thank y'all so much for coming out and filling the place up. And it's just really a neat deal. It's a humbling thing to write these songs and have y'all come out and hear them. I appreciate this. I'm going to do it's another song that Brandy and I wrote. It's off the Dangerous Few record. But this song is really, really neat. This, like this Dangerous Few record, Brandy and I, to say it was a self-release, I mean, like, we made the record, and when y'all would order a record, we would box it up from our, fulfillment center, which was our dining room table, and I'd run up to the post office, and it was just like do-it-yourself, complete do-it-yourself. And then this record started getting like some real attention, And then they said, well, it was on this part of the charts, the Billboard charts, not like, some bullshit charts the kids have come up with, but like, Billboard, And it was something called Bubbling Under. We're like, oh, what if it makes the charts? And we're like, oh, well, that's not going to happen, but it's cool. We made Bubbling Under. And then sure enough, it made the national charts. This little old record just came up on the charts. And then there's this one song, and don't worry, I'm fixing to sing it for you. This started getting some airplay and some attention, this song called Martini. And this song made the national charts. And it's just unheard of for just this, like an album like this, just a do-it-yourself album like this to have anything going on. But wait, there's more. So then, as the fall rolled around, because man, I don't know if y'all can tell this about me, but I'm pretty sunshiny. My glass is half full and there's a rainbow in it and all that. So it's true. So a friend of ours put out this video on social media, and she said, "Boy, the Grammy nominations are coming out, and those of y'all that are voting members, please consider my record." And I was thinking, I told Brandy and I, we came in from our run. I said, "Baby, what if we make it on the Grammys for something off this record? And yes, she's my publisher and my collaborator and my record producer, but she's also my wife, you know. So she goes, don't effing embarrass yourself. As only a wife can. So I waited till she was in the shower, you know. And so then I looked online at the Grammy stuff, and this little old record, it did not make it into one Grammy category. It made it into 6. I know it. So not only, and I mean in the Wagoneers, we never got 50 yards from the Grammys. We weren't even allowed to watch the Grammys, you know. And here this little old record got the first ballot consideration on 6 categories. Not only did I have that career highlight, I also had, in 25 years of marriage, like the only thing approaching an I told you so, you know. So I'm gonna do, so after that, only in America success story, if some of y'all still don't go home with a copy of that record and a T-shirt to boot, I don't know what else to do. But I'm going to pick this song. This song, it's so weird to get to say this. Here is a hit song that Brandy and I wrote together. It's off that record, one called Martini. There's a blend that's blown up coast to coast for all the grown-ups whose name epitomizes swank and class. Martini, served in its proper glass. No, cold beer or hot toddy makes you feel like you're somebody in quite the way the right martini can. So put the right martini in your hand. Shake, 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 martini, cause a stand, martini. Make more martini. The best bet for wet bikinis are extra dry martinis. The perfect combination by the pool. No cocktail more personifies old school. Nothing jumpstarts her libido like martinis and tuxedos, and the swagger that together they exude. Just mix gin, vermouth, and attitude. Shake, 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 martini, cause a stand, martini. Make more martini. Forget Mai Tais and mojitos, that's the country club mosquitoes. Just what it is that whets their appetite. Martini, drinkers on a summer night. Shake, 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 martini, cause a stand, martini. Make more martini. Shake, martini, cause a stand, martini. Make more. Shake, shake more. Make more martini. Thank you. Thank you. Every time the kitchen door would open, they're dancing back there to that song. It's really cool. It's like, oh, anytime you get those people dancing to anything, it's a good deal. That was great. This next song, I'm arguing with myself about what I'm fixing to pick. I'm gonna play another hit for y'all. This was off of the Wagoneers' second album. The name of that album is called Good Fortune. And as I said, not trying to be funny, but we were blessed to put out 2 albums on A&M Records. and just a great, great record label for which to record. I know, just amazing people. And that compilation is our 2 A&M record albums and 3 never-before-released gospel songs that we cut when we were on A&M. But this thing was the biggest hit off the second record, and this was it was really, really cool because, you know, when you have a hit record, and I recommend everyone here should have a hit record at least once, because it's fantastic. But you have so many little opportunities. I'll tell just a couple stories about Sit a Little Closer. I'll tell my favorite one last. The first one is we were just fixing to do this this network television show, this NBC show, and so A&M somehow got us on this deal, and we were in dress rehearsal, and this chick came up to me and she said, "Do you want to review your cue cards?" And I said, "Well, cue cards for what?" You know, I wasn't talking or anything. I was just singing. She said, "Well, for your song." And I said, "Oh, bless your heart. That's so sweet of you, but I wrote this song, so I certainly don't need cue cards." And then she looked kind of panic-stricken, and I realized, well, I'm a guest here. And I said, "But if you need the cue card," she goes, and then she whispered, she said, "Well, it's a union thing. We have to do it." And I said, "Oh, well, then sure, absolutely. Don't even worry about it. The cue cards look great." And I'd never used cue cards before, never seen them before, because I'm always writing songs that, you know, I'd written. So anyway, coming out of commercial, it's live TV, and they go, "We're back with the Wagoneers in 5, 4, 3. And I had no idea what the words to this song were. I mean, I couldn't even pull out Happy Birthday, you know? And then right in front of me were these cue cards for the first time in my life where I ever choked on a song's lyric. And there it was, just right in front. So I was like, maybe God does know what he's doing all the time, you know? But, and my other favorite story about this song is when it was on the charts, my grandfather on my mother's side, I called him Big Daddy, every week he would go down to the newsstand and he would look at the Billboard charts to see how high it had climbed, which is, you know, pretty neat. But what I found out years later was my grandmother told me he actually waited till someone would be next to him, and he would go, "You see this song right here at number 54. My grandson wrote that song," and he would stay there, and it was just such a cool deal to, you know, that he did that. And when it went into sheet music, my grandmother thought that was a big deal too. That's like the only second song I'd ever had made into sheet music, and she thought maybe this thing might be real. So here's this song that I wrote this with my dear friend, the Wagoneers drummer Mas Palermo, great songwriter. One called "Sit a Little Closer." Won't you sit a little closer, or just come on over, or put your pretty little self right next to me, and give yourself to someone who wants you. I'm a man so blind with love I cannot see. I wish you'd tell me what you're thinking. Baby, I just gotta know. 'Cause if you're feeling what I'm feeling, then hold me tight and don't let go. Or won't you sit a little closer, and just come on over, or put your pretty little self right next to me, and give yourself to someone who wants you. I'm a man so blind with love I cannot see. Darling, something's gotta happen. There's not much more I can take. The desire and the passion makes me tremble and shake. Oh, won't you sit a little closer, or just come on over, or put your pretty little self right next to me, and give yourself to someone who wants you. I'm a man so blind with love I cannot see. I'm a man so blind with love I cannot see. I'm a man so blind with love I cannot. Well, just wait for it. I'm going to sing it. See, thank you. I guess she wanted to hear that. I'm gonna do a brand new song. This is a brand new song. Brandy and I just wrote this song. You know, basically, I spent the first 30 years of my career, and I mean, you know, having some hits and on major labels and stuff, you know, just trying to figure out what a chick wanted to hear, you know, and I have no idea what a chick wants to hear. Really, no man does. So and then I started writing with Brandy, and I was like, oh, you know. So immediately she said I needed to get in touch with my feminine side. So right away I didn't talk to her all day and wouldn't tell her why. And then I went out and wrecked the car. Well, here we are, another day. I've somehow managed to pretend that I am not hopelessly in love with you, always on the outside looking in. Our conversation and laughter effortless, as you'd expect from old friends. But all the while I'm aching and breathless, always on the outside looking in. Do my eyes tell on me? Do they give me away? Is there no disguising this spell on me? When you say my name, in dreams at last I share with you how impossible it's been to have your heart just beyond my reach, always on the outside looking in, always on the outside, never in your arms, always on the outside looking in. Thank you. That's right, that is brand new, folks. Man, golly, great writing, baby. Thank you, brother, thank you. Golly. That is a fun song to sing. You should sing it on the way home, and you'll see just how much fun it is. I been blessed to just have just a really wonderful career. This is the only job I've ever wanted. It's the only job I've ever had. I've been doing this since I was 14 years old. There's not a lot of 56-year-old guys that had the same job they had when they were 14. You know, not a lot of 56-year-old guys with paper routes or something. You know, and it's just been such a blessing. And I just was looking at the song list. I realized I hadn't done anything off of the solo records that I put on after the Wagoneers, but before I started blessed to be writing hits. But I'll do something that's off that the first record. It's just under my name, Monte Warden. And it's really, it's a cool record. It hasn't been available for years. I hope we can get it for sale for y'all, but it really did me a whole lot of good. But I'll say this about the record, and it ain't bragging if it's so. I just want to tell y'all about this record. I put this record out in like '94, I reckon, and I got to tape an episode of Austin City Limits off the strength of this record. I know. Once again, don't sound so surprised. But in the year 2000, this magazine in Great Britain called the New Musical Express, the NME, that's kind of like their Rolling Stone, basically. They put out a list of the 100 greatest American albums of the 20th century. And like it's Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys, and Born to Run by Springsteen, and the Chirpin' Crickets by Buddy Holly and the Crickets. And this record was on that list of the 100 greatest. Once again, don't sound so surprised. But anyway, so it was, it was such a humbling deal. So I at least always want to do at least one song off that record. So I hope we get to put this thing out again, so y'all can get copies of it again. It's really a neat record. But here's one called "Don't Know a Thing About Love." Hold me, show me that you never let go of me, 'cause I don't know a thing about love. Honey, I just can't resist you, and from the first time that I kissed you, I know I've never felt this way before. I used to have to dream about you, spend the lonely nights without you. I don't need those dreams anymore. So hold me, show me that you never let go of me, 'cause I don't know a thing about love. Is it right to think about you all the time? Is it wrong to want to make you mine? So take my love and treat me tender, darling, all the while remember I don't know a thing about love. So hold me, show me that you never let go of me, 'cause I don't know a thing about love. No, I don't know a thing about love. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. My goodness. I'm not going to nearly get to all the songs I was wanting to get to tonight. When Brandy and I first met, and we were playing Smoochy Face there in her car one night, and it's a valuable lesson I should take with me everywhere. But she just said, I didn't know what, I just thought we were kissing, And then she just said very quietly, just this beautiful, quiet voice, she said, "You, not so much with the talking." I had never told that story. I knew I had to marry that girl, Here's another one we wrote. You make me want to write a love song every day, inspiring the word upon the page. You are the perfect rhyme, thrills me every time, and makes me want to write a love song every day. You make believing easy, you make my dreams seem not so far away. You are the only one who ever truly sees me. You make every little thing okay. You make me wanna write a love song every day, inspiring the word upon the page. You are the perfect rhyme that thrills me every time and makes me wanna write a love song every day. Oh, the more we travel down this road together, I'm less inclined to worry where it goes. Sometimes it's in the grand pursuit of treasure. Sometimes we'll just roll in with the flow. There isn't any other one who understands me like you do. So is it really any wonder that my life began when I found you? Make me wanna write a love song every day, inspiring the word upon the page. You are the perfect rhyme, thrills me every time and makes me wanna write a love song every day, inspiring the word upon the page. You are the perfect rhyme, thrills me every time and makes me wanna write a love song every day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. I'm going to do a song I'm going to do for y'all now. Brandy and I we wrote it about a year and a half ago, I reckon. And immediately, when we put it out, or when we wrote it, we knew we had to put it out. And we put it out, and it got licensed for a TV show immediately. Like within a week and a half, which we'd never had anything happen that quick. But we wrote this tune just kind of just for ourselves. It's been such weird times, in which we live, and I don't think we have certainly proven to one another we're not going to argue our way out of it, or what if, or yeah, but our way out of it. I think the only way we're going to get through times like this is we have to love our way out of it. Just keep loving one another. So we wrote this song, just like I said, just kind of for ourselves. And I hope y'all dig it. It is one called Love is Undefeated. Don't it feel like love has retreated, been run down and stampeded? But the thing about love, it's tough, and love is undefeated. For too long now, I can't pinpoint when. There's grown a distance where none had been. We've lost our way and can no longer find the common threads of the ties that bind. Don't it feel like love has retreated, been run down and stampeded? But the thing about love, it's tough, and love is undefeated. Don't it feel like love has retreated, been run down and stampeded. But the thing about love, it's tough, and love is undefeated. Yeah, the thing about love, it's tough, and love is undefeated. Love is undefeated. Thank you. Golly, thank y'all. I got time for one more. I'll just do a rockabilly number, and and I will say this, because I'm standing up here, and this is like one of the hardest stages to feign an encore, because I'd have to go, excuse me, it'd take me 10 minutes to get back there. So we'll just have this showbiz contract with one another. I'm just going to go stand right there after this song. And if you want to hear another song, I'll just come right up. And if you don't, that is between you and your God right there, But here's a little rockabilly number that Brandy and I wrote, one called Doghouse Flowers. I came sneaking in about 4:30. Every light was on when she met me at the door. I said, baby, I'm sorry, I swear I'll quit. But she was buying none of it. Now I know that every penny in my pocket is spoken for. I'm gonna send my baby some doghouse flowers. She's getting angry here by the hour. I've been here before. There ain't but one way out. Brother, never underestimate the power of the doghouse flowers. I picked up the phone and said, give me all you got. I'm on a first name basis down at the fly shop. If they get here by 10:30, by 11, she's in love again. All's forgiven and forgotten till the next time that I get called. I'm gonna send my baby some doghouse flowers. She's getting angry here by the hour. I've been here before. There ain't but one way out. Brother, never underestimate the power of the doghouse flowers. I'm gonna send my baby some doghouse flowers. She's getting angry here by the hour. I've been here before. There ain't but one way out. Brother, never underestimate the power of the doghouse. Never underestimate the power of the doghouse. Never underestimate the power of the doghouse flowers. Thanks, God bless y'all. Wow, thank you, good night.